TGKS Productions. So we got some pretty crazy news today. Got the confirmation of the Diamond Casino Heist coming December 12th, as the title reads on this article. Pretty crazy. I'm really surprised that they're doing this, considering that we're getting a Red Dead update the day after. It's the first time ever that they've ever sort of, I don't know, competed with themselves in a sense. I mean, they're going to be releasing two, fairly big updates for two very popular games. So, I'm surprised I didn't space them out for a week. I'm not really quite sure why they decided, put them out in 1 week. But definitely crazy. We're going to get a lot of, new content next week for both, Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. I didn't get a chance to cover sort of the teaser the other day, but basically a lot of what happened, or a lot of what's stated in this article, sort of confirms the teaser in a sense, and sort of a lot of what I thought came to fruition in the teaser, with this article. Basically, given that it's a heist, there's been a lot of some going around that the next update is going to be a heist based off of sort of information that, or not, information as of now, but some changes that have happened in GT Online. With the sort of the armored truck showing up at the casino every day, I believe between like 12 and 3:30 p.m., something like that, Eastern time. I can't remember the exact time, but with that, and then the changes that happened in Agatha's, Baker's office, like the blueprints of the vault and sort of that vault catalog and whatnot. And, a lot of insiders have been pushing towards, a casino heist. And basically, yesterday, really, we figured it was probably going to be a heist based off that teaser, and then today we got it confirmed. And not only that, I think a lot of what I really figured, the reasoning behind the casino heist, and that was a big topic. Like I said, I didn't get to cover the teaser, so I didn't really get to cover my reasoning behind the, why I think the casino heist is happening. Basically, you do get a text message in, GT Online that's from the, basically from the Chang family, and or their organized crime, sanction or whatnot. And basically, they sort of, they say that, revenge is going to be sweet and whatnot, or I would have done it too. And, basically, I figured that obviously, this was probably going to be like a revenge thing based off the Chang, the Chang family and whatnot. As we leave it with the, with the original sort of casino update, or the Diamond Casino Resort when it opened with those story missions, a compromise was sort of the ending of those. I don't think everybody got really exactly what they wanted, but at least everyone got to keep a job in the casino. The Duggan family sort of still did take over. The Chang family didn't really completely get screwed over in the deal. So it was sort of like a compromise, except for Vincent. He sort of got, banished from the casino, or he was let go in a sense. Not really banished, but he was let go from his job. A lot of people were saying that maybe it was like his revenge and whatnot. I really don't think so, based off of, the information we're getting and whatnot. I don't think really he played a significant enough role really to be the one carrying all of this out. Could he be a part of it? Sure. I just don't believe, based off what we're given, that he's going to be the one, doing a lot of the, at least the main part of this heist. But I could be wrong, but that's just sort of my thinking. But I'm going to start reading this and sort of like annotate my way through and whatnot, and, just sort of pick it apart as I'm going through it. So it says, something's up at the Diamond Casino Resort. Patrons have reported seeing unusual security patrols on the casino floors. That's sort of what I mentioned in the beginning with the, the armored trucks and whatnot. The group sex truck basically coming in between that sort of that time period that I was talking about earlier. And then, and doing whatever they're doing, collecting money. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but doing something obviously in the casino. So Penthouse owners are receiving cryptic text messages from the Chang family holdings. That's what I was talking about earlier, sort of that text message. And insiders have spotted unfamiliar blueprints on Agatha Baker's desk, and visitors to their website are certain the intrusions there can only mean one thing. There's a crew getting ready to take the whole thing down. So this is pretty cool. Sort of what I also mentioned with the insiders. It's funny how Rockstar sort of pokes fun at the insiders there, and, how they sort of mentioned about the, sort of the different things that have been taking place in the casino, as well as the changes, like I was talking about earlier with the blueprints and whatnot. And this is actually pretty cool. So when you go on the website here, if you click on this, when you get in, you get this like weird, almost like hack cutscene, which is a really quick sort of animation that takes place. It's pretty cool. Let me see here. It should activate. See if when it loads in. Yeah, you get something like that, Lester, with the red eyes and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Sort of a little bit from the teaser and whatnot. But that's kind of cool as well. I didn't even realize they did that. I don't know if that's been up for a while, or if they just added that today or not, but I thought that was pretty cool. So, they're, just more pointing towards this, this heist update and whatnot. It says, prepare yourself for the biggest, most audacious, most complex criminal operation ever to hit Los Santos in the Diamond Casino heist, coming December 12th to GT Online. So again, confirming the date of this update. And, again, I'm just surprised it's coming out the day before Red Dead update. That's going to be crazy. So infiltrating the most extravagant entertainment and luxury living complex in the entire state won't be easy. And careful and comprehensive preparation will be rewarded to reach one Hirito unattainable goal: breach the vault at the Diamond, grab the goods, and exact revenge on the Duggan family. So again, that's sort of what I thought. I think this is more of like a Chang revenge in a sense. I don't know if really Vincent's part of this. Could he come in? Sure, but I think this is more of maybe, the Duggan family not really keeping up their end of the deal. Maybe they are running the casino into the ground, sort of what they were, when you go through the first cutscene when the Diamond Casino and Resort opens, or one of the first couple cutscenes, Agatha basically calls you after you meet Chang, or at least Chang's nephew, and you basically you sort of Agatha basically tells you that, oh yeah, the casino's in trouble and whatnot, and because this Duggan family, they sort of want to run it into the ground for their own benefits and whatnot, and maybe they're starting to do that now, so maybe that's why the Chang family's not happy. Obviously we're not really sure yet, but that's an idea. So it says, to continue, it says the Diamond Casino heist is an all-new approach to heist architecture and execution. One huge gameplay-packed operation as you work with the Chang family to infiltrate the most secure building in all of Los Santos, featuring a diverse range of opportunities for setup and prep missions that shape your plan of attack, multiple passive approach, constantly changing security measures, and a dizzying array of choices once inside. Expect outcomes for you and your crew to change on the fly as you deal with each new situation, leading to more choices mid-mission. Even if the best laid plans go sideways, you have the opportunity to keep the mission afloat without failing by shooting your way out with your remaining team lives, all allowing the heist to be highly replayable with new scenarios unfolding each time. So really, I want to cover a lot there. That's a big part. Always really wanted that idea to be implemented into heists, even way back in the beginning. If we look at like the prison heist, for example, that's probably one of the most failed heists, I would say, just because it's a second heist, and for a lot of beginners, it's a pretty challenging heist. And I always said, like, for example, like, so what? Maybe the pilot goes down, maybe gets shot down. If you know how the prison heist works, you have a pilot basically to evac everybody. And I always thought, what if the pilot goes down? Wouldn't it be cool if there was just sort of you would have to just figure out a different way to sort of, tackle the mission, or if somebody died, you'd still be able, like with the contact missions, if those in GT Online, if you die, you don't automatically fail. The other person can basically, try to complete the mission themselves, or the other players or whatnot. And I always thought that should be implemented into the heist in the same way, and they're finally doing this with this. This is very interesting. So, obviously there seems like there's going to be a lot of freedom with these heists. I mean, obviously there's going to probably be, a certain number of set ways you can do it, but I like how they're sort of adding more freedom aspect to it. That is definitely a GTA way. GTA is very, freedom based on, what the player can basically do. So it looks like they're implementing this in it. I'm assuming it's going to sort of be like maybe I don't know about I want to say as far as like the way these are going to work, they might be more similar to the Doomsday, considering you're going to have prep missions and whatnot, where the old heist didn't really have prep missions. Or it's mentioning here that there's setup and prep missions. Obviously, the old heist only had setup missions, so I'm assuming this is going to be more closer to the Doomsday heist, maybe, if we were to compare them. The only thing that really isn't answered here is I'm curious about how many players it requires. Is it going to be like the Doomsday, where you can do it with just one other player, or are you going to need 4 players like the older heist, or maybe even more? Who knows? So that's probably one of the biggest questions here, is how many people are you going to need for the heist? So that's probably one of the most, or the biggest unanswered question there. So if we continue, it says, in order to plan the biggest heist ever perpetrated in Los Santos, heist crew leaders will set up an unexpected new commercial venture as a front, a retro arcade business property shrouding the nerve center within where heist operations are staged and rehearsed. While the business runs above, down below you can practice hacking keypads or cracking vault doors, store equipment and getaway vehicles, and owners of existing businesses can add a master control terminal to handle all current operations. Stay tuned for more details when the Diamond Casino Heist launches on December 12th. So again, this is pretty cool. We're going to have an arcade business as sort of our front. I think this is going to be a lot similar, maybe to the nightclub, how our nightclub is sort of our front for all our other businesses or our warehouse beneath. I'm wondering if it's going to work similar, if the arcade business is sort of going to be like a legitimate business, and then obviously we'll have our heist business going on, which will be the illegal side of it in the basement. That's sort of what that sounds like. So that'll be cool for getting sort of like a legitimate business with this as well, because we only have one other of those in GT Online. And not only that, I think a big part of this is the master control terminal. That's going to be crazy because, the businesses are a huge part of GT Online, and managing them is a big part of it too. And, I'm wondering what this is going to be able to do. Is it going to be similar to like the Terabyte, where you can sort of do source missions in and out of them, where you'll be able to start sell missions from there? Or, maybe one thing that I was really upset with the Terabyte is, as a grinder at this point with like the MC businesses in the bunker, a lot of times I like to buy supplies. I don't really run the supply missions anymore, and you weren't able to do that from the Terabyte. Maybe they'll finally add that in with this. I'm not really sure what all this is going to entail, but it'll be exciting if it, or, be great if it does entail basically sort of the things that I stated there. So that's going to be interesting. I like how Rockstar is still sort of adding to the businesses and still trying to improve them in a sense. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that's with this newswire. But I think it's we got a decent amount of information in this. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. I mean, like I said earlier, we don't really know how many players it's gonna require to do these heists. And a lot of the specifics are let out, but we still got an overall summary or review of what this update's going to entail. But I'm definitely very excited for this update. You'll have to let me know what you guys think in the comments. But anyways, guys, I want to try to keep this video short because I could end up coming up with 8 other different topics while I'm going through this. So I'm going to try to end it here. But anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this. And as always, have a great day.